Welcome back to another Saturday episode of Maximum Lawyer, and today I've got a really fun one for you. I'm going to be going through some of the results we've had from our YouTube channel. I'm recording another episode from the Delta Sky Lounge. That's because I've got a 3-hour delay. My flight was pushed back, so I figured I would knock out this episode. I've been wanting to talk about what we've been doing with our YouTube channel and some of the results we've gotten. So that's what I'm going to do. Before I get into that, though, shoot me a text, 314-501-9260. Would love to hear from you. I get great feedback all the time. Love hearing from you all. 314-501-9260. Very interesting feedback that I've gotten on some of the episodes over the last few weeks. So keep the fun comments coming. Speaking of YouTube, some of the comments that we've gotten on the YouTube channel have been also pretty interesting as well. So I always like to have fun with some of the comments. It can be a fun adventure sometimes. So let's get into the YouTube channel. So let me give you a little bit of a history about our YouTube channel. You would think that maybe we had been focusing on the YouTube channel forever. That's not true. We had the account since 2019. So I actually pulled up the first date was February 1st of 2019 is when we opened that account. We had our first view. We had one view on May 4th of 2019, and then basically no views at all for a good year and a half, 2 years. And really, we've done nothing with the channel. During 2023, we were doing a little bit of posting, but nothing much. And what I've been trying to do over the last, I guess now 120 days-ish, 90 to 120 days, maybe a little bit more than that, is focus on the YouTube channel and making sure that it's optimized, make sure that we're having growth there. Because we're putting out really, in my opinion, this is a little self-serving and a little biased, but I feel like we're putting out really good videos, really good interviews. We're doing the in-person interviews, and from a visual standpoint, they are, even if say what you want about the questions that maybe I ask from time to time, the visuals are just fantastic, and the guests we're having are fantastic. And so we really want to highlight that as much as we can. And so we've been focusing on it. And some of this comes from, we had Jeff Hampton on the show, and he gave us some tidbits, some pointers, and had some really good, just small things that we did. Changing the description, changing the title, changing the thumbnails, some of the things we did. So those are really basic things that we did from that episode. So if you want to learn some of that basic stuff, go check out that episode with Jeff Hampton. We actually did 2 of them, I believe. I know we did a training. Maybe we did one. We did one episode, but we also did a training in the guild. For non-guild members, just listen to that episode. It's great. He went far more in depth in the training in the guild. Just really, really good stuff. So we took and we applied some of that. What we did as an added layer is I'm going to give you our formula, I guess, if you want to call it that, for how we release our videos. And that is, I think, maybe has been one of the bigger things that has led to the growth we've had. Now, we're not talking about millions of views at this point, but we had an almost zombie YouTube channel. And so it takes a little bit of time to get some momentum. And we have started to get that momentum, and it's pretty cool to watch it happen. So if we look at, I'm pulling up over the last 28 days, we've had about, over the last 28 days, it's about, the way YouTube puts it is, the number over, more than usual. So we're about 120% more than usual when it comes to views. Watch time, almost, about 250% increase in watch time. We've had an almost 100% increase in subscribers over that's the last 28 days. So last 28 days, pretty good increase over the last 90 days. Okay, so we've seen this is continued. So if you look at the last 90 days, we had a 628% increase in the views over the previous 90 days. And remember, we've been doing this for a little bit longer than 90 days. Over the our watch time, a 69% increase over the previous 90 days. And then subscribers, 57% increase over the previous 90 days. So what we are doing, it is working. That is for sure. And so, and I guess I'll give you the last 365 days. So if we look at the last year, right? So I've not been focusing on this for quite a year, but probably closer to the 120 day mark is really kind of 120 to 150. Let's just call it that. 278% over the previous year. So in the last year, we've had a 278% increase in views, 92% increase in watch time, and then a 31% increase in subscribers. So, and if looking at the chart, you can definitely see where it's increased over the last 120 days or so. So let me give you sort of the recipe, right? What we've been doing. And again, when it comes to like thumbnails and all like getting into the description and titles, go watch the Jeff Hampton or listen to the Jeff Hampton interview. He does a great job talking about it. When it comes to just sort of the recipe, when it comes to us releasing the content, it really comes down to two anchor podcasts. And that's the Tuesday show and then the Saturday show. All right. So I record those. That's what we record for that week. From that, we then create 5 to 15 minute interviews, and we release those at least one a day for the remaining 5 days. So you've got the Tuesday full length episode, the Saturday full length episode. So we kind of start from that. So we start with a Sunday. We would release a 5 to 15 minute video. Monday, 5 to 15 minute video. Tuesday is the full length. Wednesday, 5 to 15 minute. And again, these are cut from those bigger episodes. Thursday, 5 to 15. Friday, 5 to 15. Saturday is the full length episode. And then we kind of start over again, right? In addition to that, what we do is we release 2 to 3 shorts a day. So 2 to 3 shorts a day, again, cut from those episodes that we had created, those 2 episodes, the Tuesday episode, the Saturday episode, and that's it. So what we're doing is, to a certain extent, repurposing, but we're highlighting some of the key conversations, some of the key shorts, the topics, like the one-liners, those short 1-minute clips. We're highlighting those things, and then it's feeding back, and it's leading to more views on the anchor, what I'll call the anchor episodes, the Tuesdays and the Saturdays. And that's what's led to pretty good growth over the last 120 days. And at this point, I'm looking for consistency, right? I was looking for just a little bit of growth, get some momentum, get the channel reactivated, right? And then start to see that steady growth. I'm not looking for going from 0 to 1 million in a couple months. That's not what I'm looking for. What I want to see is that steady growth. And that's what we're seeing. And if what we're doing currently starts to change and it starts to not be as effective, then we'll adjust from there. But everything's looking really good at this point. So hopefully, if you're not a subscriber on YouTube, hopefully you will go and you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's just Maximum Lawyer on YouTube. I guess it's a good time if you're not subscribed to this episode, I would ask to this the podcast. If you're listening to this on audio only, give us a subscribe if you don't mind. And then if you like what you're listening to, I'd love it if you'd give me a review. It definitely helps spread the love to other lawyers that are trying to improve. So, but if you're looking to grow your YouTube presence, then this is a really simple formula. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of use this formula. I'm just telling you this is what has been working for us, and I think it's something that might actually work for a lot of different people. This is something that I just was observing other major YouTube channels, seeing how they do it, and I just kind of ripped off what they're doing, and it's effective. So I don't know if this is something that anyone's teaching anywhere. it's something that I just sort of observed, and I just said, hey, you know what, if it's working for them, it's going to work for us. And it has been. So I think it would work for all of you too. So give it a try. If you're already doing well with YouTube, don't worry about it. But otherwise, give it a try. Shoot me a text if you have any comments on this, if you disagree with anything or if you agree with anything. 314-501-9260. Make sure you save that. It'll also be in the show notes. But until next week, remember that consistent action is the blueprint that turns your goals into reality. Take care, everybody.